Brian, come to hear all of that.
I was just watching it and it blew my mind.
Talk to me about that.
I know what that. I understand hard times and I understand good times. And, you know, in life, they have to come. You're gonna have to deal with both of them because that's what life consists of: good times and bad times.
And he told me, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Like, you know, Floyd's a great fighter, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, he had 50 fights and he said, yo,
So it's
don't
not...
tell me about you the greatest fighter with 50 and 0, nigga. You're great, no doubt about it, nigga. 50 and 0.
Nah.
We were excited about you and Floyd. Is that still happening or is that...
Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. You think I give that up? I was minding my business. He challenged me.
You look good. How you feeling physically?
Incredible.
You've been training?
Listen, I was wearing an extra large. It looks like I could wear large now.
Looking good, man. Still looking scary.
During a live sit-down with Stephen A. Smith, Mike Tyson didn't hold anything back. He went straight at Floyd Mayweather with a level of raw honesty only someone with his legacy can deliver.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about Floyd?
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like, you was a movie star. You was a hero.
Tyson described Floyd as overly consumed with himself, projecting confidence that borders on arrogance, and suggested that the constant displays of wealth feel more like a show than a reflection of real stability.
Because Floyd, we've been friends since 2002. There was a point where I'm looking at things and I'm going, yo, we kind of got the wrong messaging point. Because we're saying we got all the money in the world, we're gonna burn it, we're gonna get it again, so what? When you say change it, he goes, nah, you do that, Fa. He said something to me one time, very simple. He said, what a prize fighter fight for? And I'm like, and he said, the prize. Don't nobody watch Floyd fight to see how amazing he is. They watch it for the opportunity to see him lose.
Right.
Because they don't like him.
The arena have just shown Floyd Mayweather and they begin to boo immediately.
They don't like him because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no, like the people's champ, like Ali was standing for the same things.
Right.
The audience was standing for. You know, he doesn't have any of that. It's just money.
I take 30 watches with me.
He made it clear that what happens inside the ring doesn't justify behavior outside of it. According to Tyson, constantly flaunting money and chip away at a legacy faster than any opponent ever could. When he questioned Floyd's public image, it hit hard, direct, visible, and impossible to ignore.
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just like...
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He fucking smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million. That company paid him that money, is suing him. I actually don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment. I don't think I'm ever getting the money.
He just sold his house in Vegas.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think, he's facing a bunch.
Rinsed on that house. He started at $14 million.
Yeah.
Sold for 6.6.
And when Tyson casually mentioned he could knock Floyd out, it didn't sound like typical trash talk. It felt deeper like a statement about respect and how it's earned away from the spotlight. Fans reacted instantly, shocked, divided, and loud. Whether people agreed or not, the message was clear. ego without restraint can shrink even the biggest names.
He spends money like it's a tap. Money's just flowing. Even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made more money than any boxer ever. There's all these lawsuits. He hasn't been paying things. He owes money on this and owes money on that. And then he's got to come out of retirement.
It's just the lifestyle that Floyd lives. It's like he got to be lavish. So that he got $1 million in his backpack. He got the latest watch and the latest car.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, boy, that money goes quick. Bugattis are like $3 million. There's watches that are $3-5 million. So you buy a watch and a car.
What started as a classic Clash-Bauer versus precision, legend versus strategist suddenly shifted tone. The conversation veered away from fighting styles and into something unexpected when Wade began breaking down the financial rumors surrounding Floyd.
Third fight of the year for a Floyd Mayweather that is clearly going broke. And it's not just, and if you guys didn't see the video I did talking about Floyd coming back to fight Mike, this is not me sensationalizing. This is the truth. There is no speculation, but I told you guys, Floyd owes a lot of people a lot of money, and he don't have it. Logan Paul also discussed this, and this is probably the best screenshot I couldn't gotten on this video. My God, his ramen noodle hair is flying in the wind, and there's no wind in that place. But Logan dropped some knowledge that Floyd is still scamming him for their 2021 fight. We're going to go through it.
Wade could barely get through it without laughing, pointing out how Floyd has been lining up multiple fights in a short span, exhibitions, crossover bouts, even talk of a Tyson showdown. His tone suggested urgency, like something behind the scenes might be driving all this activity. Then he brought up claims from Logan Paul about unpaid money, exactly the kind of rumor that spreads fast, regardless of truth.
Just sold this house in Vegas.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think he's
got
facing a bunch.
rinsed on that house. He started at $14 million. He custom built the house, by the way, in like 2006.
Yeah.
Started at 14, reduced to 12,
Yeah.
10, 8 came on the market, and it was a lot of house for 8. Sold for 6.6.
Oh, he really got
Just
rinsed.
the cost to build that house was 9 or 10.
Whoa, he got rinsed.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
It was huge.
Goddamn.
Who would win in a fight?
And yeah, that's another piece of like what Floyd has done with his money after his fight.
Wade kept circling back to the same question. If Floyd had already stepped away from boxing, why the sudden return to such a busy schedule? Is it passion for the sport or the pull of massive paydays? At the same time, he acknowledged Floyd's genius in turning himself into a brand, the Money Mayweather formula that changed the business side of boxing.
I see people get upset at me on Twitter talking about, oh, watch your own pockets. You ain't ever made as much money as Floyd has. I know that, dude. I'm not saying that Floyd is as broke as one of the freaking tweakers on 6th Street Bridge in Los Angeles, dude. That's not what I'm saying. But for the amount of money that he has made, over $1.2 billion, and the amount of money that he still has, let's say it is $300 million. That means Floyd has lost 70% of the money he's earned.
From there, the focus shifted to lifestyle, private jets, luxury homes, business ventures, and the bigger question of sustainability. Ironically, even critics who question Floyd's motives still tune in whenever his name appears. That's the power of his brand. Debate all you want, curiosity always wins.
Floyd owes like $1.4 million in jewelry debts, that Floyd owes like hundreds of thousands of dollars in rent for a private New York apartment. His private jet fuel, he's not paid hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fuel and maintenance. He put up one of his jets that I think he even sold, but one of his jets, and I want to say one of his properties, like one of his homes, up as collateral for a $54 million loan from an individual, from a billionaire that had a 9% interest on the loan.
Just when things were already heating up, DJ Vlad added fuel to the fire. He shared a story about a jeweler claiming Floyd spends recklessly and might be broke. It's the kind of rumor that instantly grabs attention, especially in boxing.
I mean, listen, Mayweather never flies commercial. He's only flying private.
So he doesn't own his own plane?
I don't think so. I've never seen a Mayweather plane, like a Drake plane. I've never seen that. Not to say that he doesn't. I don't know Mayweather like that. I've never even met him. So I don't know. I mean, you have a lot of properties.
To be fair, Vlad admitted he couldn't verify it, but In a sport where money stories spread fast almost instantly, it doesn't take long for speculation to explode. When you combine massive earnings with an extravagant lifestyle, people start connecting dots, whether they should or not.
A lot of money you're constantly spending.
Right.
I don't know. Remember at one point he said he was buying like the jewelry district building.
Yeah, and they said
that
they
wasn't
said that was
true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know this man's finances, but this guy told me that Mayweather is in financial problems.
See, here's the part about actually losing your money when you're on that level and you're, kind of like flossing, showing.
Floyd built his image on excess cash, luxury, dominance, the undefeated aura, so even a hint of trouble gets magnified. But there's another side to it. Floyd has spent decades mastering the art of promotion, staying visible, staying active. That's part of the strategy.
We might see Mayweather doing.
People will give him some loans.
Maybe.
Listen, he's cozying up to Israel. That's
but
not
the
an
thing
accident.
about it is, he had Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah.
And he was hosting a big, he had Javante Davis under his cards. And so that's
Yeah, but look what happened to Javante.
That's why fans are split. Some believe he's chasing money. Others think he's simply continuing a business model that's always worked. There's also that harsh reality of fame. People often wait for a flashy figure to fall. Yet despite all the talk, every time Floyd's name surfaces, the world watches.